Hello everyone and welcome to Rags to Riches, a new FM24 series. We did a little bit of it in FM23 and it's now time to kick off the new series on the newest Football Manager, and to do that we are going to be managing the League 2 team, Gillingham. Now in our FM23 Rags to Riches we started in the Vanarama South. But just to speed up progression a little bit, I decided we'll go for a League 2 team. And the team that we have chosen is Gillingham. So as we can see here, Gillingham have today confirmed the appointment of Paul Cameron as the club's new manager. So I'll go over how the save is going to work and all the rules a little bit later on. This is going to be sort of an episode 0. We're going to go through the club, see what the best tactic we're going to use, any players we might need to get in. And then the next episode will be the first game. So this will be a little bit of a shorter episode. But we've got our welcome pack here. So our reputation is 2-star, founded in 1893. Our fierce rivals are Maidstone United, but they're down in the National League, I think, or National South now. I'm not sure. So we probably won't be playing them too often. Our media prediction is 4th, so we should already be a pretty decent team. Got a decent stadium, 11,500 capacity. We finished 17th in League 2 last season. In terms of facilities, we've got adequate training facilities, below average youth facilities, and basic youth recruitment. You wouldn't really expect much more from a League 2 team. Finances, okay. We've got 70k wage budget. That's pretty good. And a 25k transfer budget. Looks like this is going to be our best 11. They've chosen a 4-2-3-1. And we've got one guy in on loan and one guy out on loan. To be honest, I was thinking of doing a 4-2-3-1 anyway, because I had a look at what they've been playing in real life, and they've been playing a 4-2-3-1, so likely that's what we're going to go for. What do the board want us to do? We got a favoured sign players from the lower levels of the domestic game. There's not many more levels to go lower, to be honest. Work within the wage budget, obviously, and then what do they want us to actually achieve? They want us to reach the League 2 playoffs. Shouldn't be too difficult. Our media prediction already is 4th, and if we bring in a couple of better players, should easily be able to do that. Reach the knockout stages of the EFL Trophy, and then the very vague objectives of be competitive in the FA Cup and be competitive in the EFL Cup. And then if we don't make promotion, then by the end of next season they want us to gain automatic promotion, and then that's when our contract expires. And in terms of tactic, it seems to suggest Route 1, fluid counter-attack, and direct counter-attack. I prefer wing play, so we'll go with that, see what happens. Put in our best 11. That's what it's going to look like for now. I'll set the roles later. We'll see what happens there. So let's have a first look at our squad. We've got quite a few people. This is a lot of people. Is this including everyone? No, this is everyone in our senior squad. And we've got 31 people. Seems a bit excessive. We might look to try and chop down that a little bit. A lot of these younger guys here who don't have a huge amount of potential. Obviously, a lot of their contracts expire anyway, but we might look to try and get rid of them. In terms of staff, we've got 2 scouts. We've got 2 out of 3 coaches. Well, we don't have a physio, but we are allowed one. So we'll put an advert out for a physio. Put an advert out for recruitment analyst. Don't really need a technical director. And then we'll put advert out for coach, because we really do not have the best coaching team. It's not very good at all. So yeah, overall, I'd say the squad is pretty decent. In terms of just putting in this best 11, we don't have anywhere that's really bad. We've got a few 2.5 stars, mainly in the DM role. And then the right back role, is that Mackenzie? Yeah. Although, okay. Seems to be he prefers to be a DM. And we've got our first game on the 5th of August. So we've got about a month to have a look at our squad, do the friendlies, see who's going to play well, and see if there's anywhere that we might look to go into the transfer window. So I'll explain a little bit how the save's going to work. So obviously it's called Rags to Riches. Now that is Rags to Riches for us, the manager, rather than the club. So the idea is obviously we start as managing a League 2 team, and then eventually the goals will be to win major league titles, major cups, major trophies, Champions Leagues, etc., etc. That doesn't necessarily mean we have to do it with Gillingham. It's not a sort of Rags to Riches to bring in Gillingham from League 2 all the way up to a Champions League. Of course, if we get loads of success and we're doing really well and we want to stay with Gillingham, then we will. But if a bigger team comes calling, then, you know, we'll probably look to move on. It's not going to be as strict as, say, Lelujo's series, where another team comes calling, even if you don't like them, you have to go because it's realistic or something like that. We'll just go wherever seems fun. If we're at a club and we're enjoying it, then we'll stay there. We won't be forced to have to move anywhere. We also won't use any sort of game-breaking stuff like Wonder Kid lists or downloaded game-breaking tactics or anything like that. We'll try and keep it nice and simple, even if we're doing badly. I've also already started with bringing in a load of trialists, so you can see we've got quite a few of them in at the moment, and quite a few of them are pretty decent. We've offered a contract to one of them. That is Jamie Bowden, but so has basically every other team in the world, as you can see, all the way up to Hearts and Aberdeen in Scotland. So absolutely no guarantee we're going to get him, because there's a lot of other very good teams on that list that's trying to get him. He's a DM, 21 years old. That's kind of why I went for him. 5-star potential, 3.5 already. I've set up the squad planner and the tactics. So the tactics, this is our tactic. I've tweaked the wing play a little bit, set up the positional roles as well. So we've got 2 wingers, a wing back, a full back, pressing forward, attacking playmaker, 2 DMs, etc. I've also set up over here just a standard gegenpress to allow that to start just to be trained, because you never know, we might have to just switch over to the gegenpress if things are not working very well. And then on the squad planner, we've actually got reasonable squad depth. Attacking midfield is really where we don't have a huge amount of squad depth, because we've got Johnny Williams and then George Lapsley, who's only 2.5 stars. So we've got 4 guys on trial at the moment who are AMs. So these 3 actually, are all 3.5 stars. So we might look to get those in. And we've had 1 friendly so far, which was Gillingham versus Gillingham second 11, which we won 7-1. With Macaulay getting a hat-trick. So already showing that he's going to be pretty decent. Obviously, the opposition wasn't fantastic because our second 11 is obviously not great. But yeah, getting himself 3 goals already. However, he is injured. So he did that match, and then now he's injured for 10 days to 3 weeks. As you can see on the tactics screen, 2 of our main starters are already injured. Now, the original media prediction was 4th, but going on to season preview, it puts us down in 9th. Quite a bit far away from 4th. Like, our odds are 17 compared to 4.3 for Mansfield. So not entirely sure what's happened there. I don't think many people have made a huge amount of transfers. So that'll be it for the short introduction video, episode 0 of the Rags to Riches series. We'll be back very shortly for episode 1, where I'll go over any transfers we've managed to make, anybody that we've managed to sell off as well, and we'll be looking to do the first 2 games of the season against Stockport and QPR. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that fantastic stuff, and I'll see you next time.